Hey, this is Bruce Cook again. Making a video today. I got something special in the mail. The last video I made was a little review of the Hellboy's Right Hand the Doom Sauce by Hellfire Hot Sauces, and since then I wanted to spike my heat level up in any sauces I get. So I decided probably the cheapest route to do that was to get a pure capsaicin, so I can add to my hot sauces without affecting the flavor. So I ordered some capsaicin crystals. These are the 16 million Scoville heat unit crystals. I had purchased a couple grams. This is Blazing Foods. I guess they're the ones who created the Death Nut Challenge, and I got this in the mail a couple hours ago, and I haven't opened it up yet, so this will be an unboxing video, I guess you could say. So just now opening it up for the first time. So I'm waiting for my roommate to get back. He's supposed to pick me up. I'm gonna use vodka. It was one of the solvents that was recommended to mix with this stuff. I don't have any access to what is that called, vegetable glycerin or glycerin to mix with it. I want to get this stuff made as soon as possible, so I don't go through too much more of that Hellboy sauce that I have, because since the last video I've gone through I'd say almost half the bottle, and I've been trying to be conservative with it. So I guess this is what came. Like I said, I got 2 grams of this stuff, so it came in this big vial, and I'd say these they're like a whitish crystal. I don't know if you can maybe see that, and I got like a yellow tint to them, and I guess this came with a Ziploc bag with I don't know, probably a disclaimer or something inside. Let's see what it says here. I'll take a peek at it, and then okay, this it looks like some kind of disclaimer. Give you a look, see if you can see that. So this says conditions of consumption: by purchasing, gifting, and or consuming the Johnny Scoville tube of terror referred to hereinafter is the product. You referred to hereinafter as the participant. Understand, acknowledge, and accept that participation in and or consumption of the product involves a risk of personal injury, and participant is fully aware of all risks involved. Participants acknowledges he or she is voluntarily participating in and or consuming the product, and hereby voluntarily assumes all risk of loss, damage, injury, illness, or death that may be sustained as a result of participation in and or consumption of the product. In consideration for participating in it or consuming the product, participants on his or her own behalf and on behalf of all other persons claiming by, through or under you, hereby releases Blazing Foods and Johnny Scoville, including its subsidiaries, and as applicable, their fantasies, something like that. As well as their respective officers, directors. Alright, it says if you're gifting or purchasing the product for someone other than himself, participant agrees to inform and provide recipient, and tongue twisted, these terms and use conditions. So, I guess this paper isn't directed at the crystals themselves, but maybe the tube of terror, that's what it made reference to. But it's pretty much the same, warnings and disclaimer that they're not going to be held responsible. So today, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be mixing all of this, all 2 grams of this, into this little vial right here, and then I'm going to. My goal is to get a. If this is close to 16 million, I want to make an additive that's that might be around maybe 8 to 10 million. So I'll be using just under a 50% ratio of the vodka that I'm going to use. So we'll be heating up. We'll be putting all of this. I might save like just a little pinch of it, just just for like I'll be putting it all into this and then heating it up with the vodka until it properly melts and dissolves into it. And I'm gonna try to keep this under 15 units. I did mark this bottle. I measured it. I had bought a couple droppers from the store that measure at 1 milliliter. So I did measure this. So I'm gonna try to keep it under 15 milliliters, because I do have another bottle, a dropper bottle coming in the mail that's 15 milliliters, but I don't know when it's gonna come. But I'm anxious to get this made today, so I can add it to at least try it out. I'm gonna try this out on camera, a couple drops of this after I'm done making it, and I'm gonna add it to my today my Hellboy hot sauce in hopes I can get it hot enough that I'm not using so much of it. So I'll be making it as soon as my roommate gets back with the vodka. Hey, I'm making short clips here, just so I'm not going to exceed 15 minutes at the end. So I went ahead and transferred the powder, most of it, from this bottle, the container it came in, to my bottle I'm going to be making this in. I did save a little bit, just as like a little memento, just something to keep for the fun of it. And I'd say, even this out in here. But, what I put in there filled this up to about 5 milliliters. I have it measured. Make sure it's even. So about close to 5 milliliters. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to be this. I got vodka. I got, my roommate finally came home and brought me this little jar of vodka. So I'm going to be probably diluting this, maybe like a good, maybe another 3 milliliters or so. So I can try to get this a little bit higher than 8 million. So in the next clip I'll have this already sitting in hot water, boiled water. See if I can melt down the resin a little bit, and then I'll be adding the vodka to it. Alright, I'm back. It's 10 minutes later. I've had this capsaicin powder in this glass vial sitting in hot water that I had boiled. And after about 10 minutes, it's looks like it's pretty melted. There's no crystals left in there. I don't know if maybe you can see that. Yeah, I think you can should see that well. But now I'm going. This produced after it melted down. I'd say there's maybe like 2.5 milliliters. It's just under halfway below the 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring it up to the 5 with vodka, and see. We'll see how hot this is going to be. What I'm going to do is mix this with the vodka. Alright, add the vodka to it. Stir it around. I'll do that on camera. And then I'm going to let it sit with more fresh boiling water. And then I'll come back. So, we're going to... this crap's getting into the air. I got bad aim. Try to... Let's see here. Where are we at? Yeah, stuff has definitely got into the air a little bit, but it's no big deal. So I'd say we are just under the 5 on here. So let's see. I'll capture this if you can see that. Try to get this as level as possible. I got the camera at an angle, but it's just under the 5. So, but what I'm going to do is I'll come back after I've had this whole mixture sitting in the boiling water for like another 10 minutes. So, be right back.